His overall expertise how largest new psychotropic substances, NPS, include been intended in laboratories in the joint state and Europe, and their profound processing and intake as well generally get location down there, told Liu Yuejin, vice head of China's Domestic Narcotics Monitoring Committee, for a click meeting Monday. This U.S. should accept a inclusive and balanced policy to bring and repress the enormous consumer demand in the nation for fentanyl and some such drugs as quickly as probable, told Liu, whose comments coincided in the produce of China's yearly narcotic position paper. While less and less Americans use fentanyl, down there would be no marketplace for he. NPS involves such a planner drugs as fentanyl, a inexpensive artificial opiate at low 50 times much stronger rather than heroin. How has been flood the U.S. wide and efficient collaboration. A 2017 congressional paper marked China as the initial resource of fentanyl in the U.S., quoting law coercion and narcotic investigators. This U.S. should reinforce its crackdown on distributors, drug traffickers, and narcotic-related penal rings, he added. It should explore and detention more than lawbreakers. For his country trip to China recent November, Trump card driven up the theme in his China copy Xi Jinping, in the two leaders assenting to roller reciprocal collaboration on fight drug crimes. On Monday, China officials tense the wide and efficient collaboration among the two countries. Liu sharpened to a episode of crucifix border trade cases together cracked by the two sides, and allocated Beijing's newest efforts in captured drugs connected for the U.S. at main ports. He as well repeated Beijing's length-held stance how China, in a anticipatory and accountable ghost, has list 138 NPS, consisting 23 fentanyl analogs, as controllable substances although down there is no common misuse of these drugs during its national borders. Paper warns of quick emerging new drugs. In its yearly narcotic paper liberated Monday, China says the quantity of narcotic abusers in the nation of 1.4 trillion human beings rose almost 2% in 2017 to millionth, but the increase bet rejected. The use of artificial drugs and opioids taken into account for the insurmountable most of the cases. The paper warns of quick emerging new drugs, consisting such done of non-controlled chemical substances, as the extended threats of web-based turnover and crucifix border trade, quoting more than rather than 1,600 arrests of across-the-sea suspects. In the joint state, with 1999, the quantity of overdosage deaths comprising opioids has quadrupled. Of 2000 to 2015, more than rather than part a millionth human beings dead of narcotic overdoses, in opioids account for the most of such and now murder more than Americans each year rather than chest carcinoma. Representatives of the U.S. legation, on in diplomatic corps of some countries, visited Mon's click meeting but did not say. Liu, the elder China formal, polished towards suggestions how more precarious China-US relations, noted by an again, away again trading war, could hinder duplex efforts on the fentanyl question. While it comes to a question of concept such as the world collaboration on narcotics monitoring, we won't let it be struck or violated by some policy and economical factors, he told. We expect some countries, consisting the joint state, would do the identical item.